Sports brought to you by Jim White Honda. Good evening, everyone. Tyler Segerman here with you from downtown Detroit, just outside the Fox Theater, where the 2023 MAC football kickoff took place. Now, there were no games to be played, but a lot to be said, beginning with the defending conference champions and now preseason favorite Toledo Rockets. A program who is coming off arguably its best season under head coach Jason Candle. Not only did they bring home a coveted MAC title, but coupled that with a bowl victory. First time since 2001, Toledo has accomplished both feats in the same year. Now they aim to replicate that performance, which is never easy, but there is optimism. The Rockets returned 7 all-conference players from a year ago, with 4 hailing on the defensive side of the ball. On offense, quarterback Daquan Finn is back after completing his first full season as starter. But despite all of the reasons why this team is set up for success, they told me it's a new challenge in 2023.
Now you got to go seize the moment and you got to do it. You know, going back to back is the hardest thing to do in all of sport, in my opinion. You know, it hasn't been done here at Toledo in 50 years. You know, so it's not an easy proposition. So you know, you gotta handle yours. You got to make sure you get some luck along the way. You know, and we know our leagues are a tough schedule each and every year, and you know we got to navigate the non-conference piece of it. But before any of that even happens, we got to continue to, like I said, stack good days and take care of our own here as we kick off preseason practice.
Now, Bowling Green is also riding a wave of momentum. They're coming off their first bowl game in 7 years, and fittingly played it right here in the Motor City. Pressure for BGSU became their calling card in 2022, leading the conference in sacks. Now, a lot of that came from current Green Bay Packer Carl Brooks, who is now on to the NFL. On top of replacing him, Coach Scott Loeffler and his staff will also be naming a new quarterback following Matt McDonald's career end. The turnover is most likely what prompted voters to pick Bowling Green 4th in the MAC East, yet they still do return more than a dozen starters, as well as bring in some skill from the transfer portal. A dynamic they plan to combine into another successful campaign.
We've been very lucky so far. We've got a bunch of really good guys that like each other in a short period of time, and I think that's going to be the challenge over this new era, is to make sure that you don't just recruit a good player. He better have some character and be able to mesh with your locker room. If not, you could screw it up pretty quick.
Both BG and Toledo will begin their seasons on the road. September 2nd will be our first opportunity to see them in game action, which is about 6 weeks away. Can't wait. Until then, that's all for sports. We'll be right back.